Hello everybody, I'm Razorblade Mango, and I'm here today to make a video response to one of my one of my most biggest requests as far as like video game goes. Like not like a request from one of my viewers, a request that I have had personally for many years now to bring back a series that I think is one of the most criminally underrated in all of video gaming. Uh, so, and I apparently this post was like posted up on Facebook by some guy about a couple days ago, and I only now just saw it, and I wanted to make this video because I want to get the word out, and I want as many people as possible to respond to this, and with a resounding yes, please bring this series back. And the series in question is one that I've talked about before in past videos, and it's the Condemned series. Now, for those who don't remember, I think it was released back in 2005 with Condemned Criminal Origins. It was like a horror detective game with a hint of supernatural stuff in it. And then Condemned 2 kind of focused more on the supernatural stuff, even though like some telekinesis, psycho powers. And I think both games were really good. And I don't mean like just like good, fun, like throwaway kind of thing. I mean like good as in it can stand the test of time as far as like horror is concerned. And they're both like some of the scariest games I've ever played. They're really entertaining, really engrossing, and I remember like playing them, and I was thinking, wow, this could be like the next, especially the first one. I'm thinking, wow, this could be the next great horror series, and it was starting to become that way. And the second one even left off with a cliffhanger, somewhat of a cliffhanger, and it kind of just disappeared. I mean, after Bloodshot, I waited for years for another one of these, and I was like, what's going on? Where's my Condemned 3? And I know a lot of people have requested it as well. And it was made by Monolith Productions. Now, if that company name sounds familiar, these are the guys that did Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, which was a superb game, one of my top 10 of the year. And if it's any time to bring back Condemned, now is the time, because these guys have gained a new level of respect and acclaim throughout the video game industry, throughout the community. So bringing back a beloved franchise, a sleeper hits like Condemned, would really be like a really cool next logical step for them beyond the predictable Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor 2. I mean, even if they're like HD remasters before we get Condemned 3 later on, that's fine. Bring Condemned and Condemned 2 to the next-gen consoles, to PC, all over again. Make it look better, make it crisper, add some more stuff in there. Like, really get the public to remind the public why these games are so good to begin with. And that being said, I'm going to read the post that inspired me to make this video. It's from Jace Hall, who is, I think, one of the producers behind Monolith Studios. So let me read you what he had to say. He posts, "Deep thought and question. I helped create a video game console franchise called Condemned. I currently own the entire franchise. There have been 2 game titles released for the franchise, Condemned Criminal Origins and Condemned Bloodshot. They both did well, and I am consistently asked when a 3rd game might be created. Since I am focused on other things, and will be for quite some time, this franchise is just sitting there. I am contemplating finding an interested and proven indie development team and providing it to them, so that they can take over the franchise and move it forward. As an indie, it can be very hard to get marketing/media attention for a title that you work on. This franchise is already quite known, and has market demand, and is in an innovative genre/category. Should I explore this idea further? What say you all?" Here's my answer. Yes! Please! give this to an indie studio. My preference would be to the guys that did something like what was it? Outlast. I think what's the guy's name? Red Barrel Studios. I know Red Barrel is working on Outlast 2 currently. Give Condemned to them. Give Condemned to them. Give Condemned to the guys that did like Amnesia: Dark Descent, or what was the damn? There's so many, but there's like so many good like indie horror studios out there. The list goes on and on and on. But I'm just saying, like, Red Barrels is like one of the top picks for me, and I'm probably going to be at one of the top picks for a lot of the community. There's also, I'm reading like on the Facebook in the comment section, a Black Powder Games. I've never heard of them, but I will definitely, give that. Devolver Digital, that would be perfect. Give Devolver Digital this. You let them pick out a studio to do this for. Yeah. Again, Red Barrels, lots of Red Barrels. So, yeah, I think, like, honestly, this is a wonderful idea. Rather than, like, the franchise that has a ton of appeal now that, like, horror, especially mainstream horror with, like PT and Alien Isolation and, yes, The Evil Within, have been, like, put back in the general public. Not just like the indie scene. I'm talking about mainstream stuff. Like Five Nights at Freddy's is huge. Amnesia: Dark Descent is huge. Outlast is huge. PT is huge. Evil Within is huge. Alien Isolation is huge. And there's more horror coming up this year. So this would be like the best time to bring this franchise back. We're finally getting like more horror titles out there, more exposure for it. So, I really, Jace Hall, Mr. Jace Hall, if you are listening to this video, which I kind of doubt you are, but if you are listening to this, please contact Red Barrel Studios. Ask them if they would be interested in this franchise. Give it to them. And even if they have to pay a little something for it, so be it. But he puts in all caps, providing it to them. So I'm going to assume he's just going to sign over the rights to whatever really awesome proven indie studio is going to be. So, if you're a fan of mine, go to Facebook, go to Jace Hall's Facebook. I will link the post in the description box below. Send emails, contact Red Barrel Studios. I'll do everything I can in my power, even if they have to start a Kickstarter for this thing. I will provide as much money as I reasonably can to make sure that this game happens. That whether it's like HD remasters of the first two or Condemned 3. Just bring this franchise back. I am a big fan of this franchise. I have been ever since I played the first one. And I would love to see this series come back. I've wanted this series to come back for years now, and now is the golden opportunity to do it. So I'm so happy Mr. Jace Hall's finally, shedding some light on the situation with Condemned, that he's willing to give it to an indie studio that knows what they're doing, that has experience with horror in the past, and I'm pretty sure whoever he chooses, it will be for the best, because this guy knows what he's doing. All right, I'm just assuming he knows what he's doing. So hopefully he'll listen to the fans. Get Red Barrel Studios involved. Get Condemned back into the public light. It deserves it. It's a wonderful series. Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe. Let me know like some of your favorite memories of Condemned, the first two games. Let me know if you think this is a good idea or not. Let me know who you think the studio should be chosen to pick up this franchise. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.